Would it be interesting if the one for all old trait was still intact and Deku has to find a way to save all those cars? It would have been less convenient if you ask me. A random challenger named Ending has arrived, causing a ruckus on the street. With Natsu in danger, it's up to Endeavor to save the day, unless the student beat him to the punch. Literally, if I may add. While my worries aren't vanished, the chapter handled the situation with the idea not revolving with family drama, but what the future holds. The last chapter sort of hinted for a possible backstory for this one. That doesn't happen. It resumes with Ending pushing Endeavor to kill him since he killed Nomu. A strange reminder, but not necessarily untrue. Once again, it's all on he dies or Natsu dies scenario. At one point, Ender loses his balance due to the students, which we will get back soon, and that enables a chance for Endeavor to strike. He, however, did not take it. Judging by the paneling, it appeared that Endeavor has hesitated to react because of the circumstance. When he looked at Natsu in danger, he looked as he saw a nightmare. Perhaps he thought about Toya. We don't know what exactly happened to him, but we can assume Endeavor was involved. With that in mind, it is likely Endeavor froze up because of bad memories. I don't think Ending has anything to do with it, but maybe the next chapter can fill us in. What instead happens next is the showcase of progress. Early on, Bakugo, Shoto, and Deku broke free with the driver throwing their equipment, which I thought it was neat. It's always when the real serious moment that have characters finally show progress. Because of Endeavor's hesitation, they bypass him and take the action from there. The rest is a step-by-step process of their performance. Shoto charges after Ending, only this time he utilizes his fire quirk the way how Endeavor showed him. Focus on point, build it up, and then release for a more powerful impact. It burned the scar for whatever swiftly. Good to see him upgraded. Ending doesn't stop begging for death, and to prove his point, he involves civilians to end their life. He lifts the cars from the street and throws them to crash. They must save them. But first, a car flies towards to Natsu. I suppose that means Ending can't kill him with his own quirk. This leaves to Bakugo to show off. It's similar to Shoto's performance, only this one matters the most since it involves a hostage. Like Endeavor said, there's no excuses to save innocent lives. By that definition, Bakugo shows progress to not only improve his impact point, but so as saving a life, let alone Natsu, Endeavor's son. Now that leaves to other civilians in vehicles, so leave it to the protagonist. Deku uses Air Force to jump into the air, above all cars falling. As you recall, he was told to use the quirk one step at a time. After he used Air Force, he proceeds to use Black Whip and saves everyone. Thank God for a convenient special trait of One for All. Shoto strikes Ending down, and thus the boys have saved the day. All in 1 week, they have progress this much. I'll take it. Endeavor grab hold on to Natsu that reads, "Thank God you're safe." A nice moment to end on. My issue with this chapter is the presentation of his action. While I did enjoy the step-by-step procedure of each character's action, it was sort of hard to read. Part of the problem is that it feels like it's missing some panels to correctly flow the action. I get how they performed it, but the sequence left more to be desired. Another problem is the artwork. It's not bad, but it's hard to understand the position and its output. The last part is the lack of impact. I understand they wanted to show each individual's movement individually, but it could have complemented all together nicely to end on an impacting way. It came off like stuff just happens, or rather, a calculated way that just so happens to work on their style. I would argue the flow of action would be better off with none of them blatantly told us what they improved on, to let us fans read and realize for ourselves. But it's fine. Aside from the presentation to be rough around the edges, even with clean scans, I thought this was an enjoyable chapter. It did the task to showcase the students' upgraded performance to ensure the future will be bright. It also left a note that Endeavor does care about his family, a lot more than one would think, as well as hinting his regret to be his obstacle. My fear that I addressed in the last chapter's review has not disappeared because it relies more on his aftermath than his journey. Time will tell, but for now, let's appreciate the growth of these young heroes of tomorrow. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. Perhaps next time we will see a glimpse of the backstory with Toyo and Endeavor. Maybe this moment will transition to it. We'll see. What do you think of this chapter? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.